All right, let's now look at the first edition of this month of Health Digest that was talking about fistula and baby porridge.
Porridge has long been recognized as a staple food across various cultures. And here in Kenya, it remains one of the first popular choices for many parents and caregivers who start the complementary feeding phase for their infants. By around 6 months of age, experts say breast milk or infant formula alone can no longer provide infants with sufficient energy and nutrients for growth and development. And that's where porridge comes in, as a quick and cheaper fix for most households. But there is a problem. Dietitians and nutritionists warn that babies who feed on the popular flour mix containing different grains, including dried ground beans, which is popular among Kenyan mothers and caregivers, are likely to suffer from mineral deficiency. Thus, the very food that is supposed to make your baby strong and healthy ends up causing dietary complications that lead to the deficiencies of key nutrients. Dr. Mary Mugambi, who has been a dietitian for the past 30 years, explains this challenge.
What are these ingredients in there? Maize, sorghum, millet, peanuts, ground beans. This porridge contains what we call anti-nutrients. And the worst of them is called phytate.
Phytates are anti-nutrients found in all plant grains and nuts. The more the ingredients are mixed, the higher the phytates, warns Dr. Mugambi.
Once it's eaten in this, and it's in the baby's stomach, the phytate will bind calcium, it will bind iron, it will even bind other nutrients. This phytate binds calcium in their stomach. The calcium is not being able to be absorbed and it's excreted.
The different ingredients are sometimes do contain phytates that actually are going to affect absorption of certain vitamins, things like iron, things like calcium, magnesium, which actually the baby needs for development of bones and again just to produce their red blood cells.
Unable to absorb these crucial minerals, babies become anemic and suffer bone malformations, explains Dr. Winfred Ndaka, a pediatrician at the Aga Khan University Hospital in Nairobi.
When you are looking at about bone health, there is one just looking clinically if there is any evidence of vitamin D deficiency, and we look up there are certain signs and symptoms like do we have any abnormal shape of the head, what we call frontal bossing. There is a way which we look at the ribs. Then again there is looking at the x-rays, an x-ray of the wrist.
But the problem is widespread. Here in Nairobi, for instance, unsuspecting buyers continue to purchase these porridge flours whose adverse effects are more pronounced in babies who are fed the popular porridge mix. Manufacturers advertise it as the panacea to all dietary needs for babies, while the nannies and mothers who buy these mixtures swear by their fortification and dietary strengths. We set out to investigate the ingredients in some of these flour products, and the results were shocking.
One, they didn't ask a lot of questions. I was just asked what age are the children, and I said, give me flour for 1 year old. This list over here has got more than 4 ingredients. 1, 2, 3, actually 3 ingredients or 4 ingredients. This is for children for 1 year. The other ingredient, the other flour, is for children between 2 to 5 years old, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients. These ingredients are very high in phytates.
Even the mega stores are not spared of this, as most of the baby porridge flour we bought contained various mixtures of grains and whole milk.
I'm particularly worried about this one because it's got whole milk powder. Now, according to the WHO, World Health Organization, children below 1 year old should not be taking whole milk.
We advise mothers to wait till 1 year, and so if they start giving the milk earlier, then there is an increased risk again of iron deficiency anemia because the milk is going to affect the absorption of iron.
If they can reduce the number of ingredients just to two only, that will be good enough for the infants and children.
In the next episode of Health Digest, we'll tell you how to prepare porridge in a bid to diffuse the destructive nature of grains and how best you can kick off complementary feeding. Gloria Nilimu, KTN.